Good evening, everyone. Myself, Aayush Upadhyay, and I've done my MST Project 1, uh, MST 400 Project 1, and this entirely work is done by me. And as you can see, I've used my own account for it. And let's go. I've created all my resources in here. In this lab, I have created. So the entire lab is demonstration about the traffic management and traffic routes and between different regions, how the traffic is flowing, and we have created few web servers as well and load balancers, each region to handle the regional traffic and the traffic manager, which is with the performing routing methods to which is a performing routing method to globally route users based on network latency. Let's go ahead and let me show you my VNet. So I've created three VNets. VNet 1, VNet 2, VNet 3. VNet 1 is in Canada Central, VNet 2 in Spain Central, VNet 3 in South Africa. My South Africa VNet is for my client, and I've created two of these for my four web servers, two in Canada, two in Spain. I've created two subnets in each of my region 1 and region 2. And let's go ahead and let me show you directly through my web 1. So this is my Canada web 1. As you can see, I've used my own name, and this is in Canada Central. And my as you can see, my network is pnet r1, and my subnet is subnet 1. And let me show you my Canada web server 2. So this is my Canada web server 2. This is my Canada Central, and my the network is VNet R1 region 1, which is Canada Central, and subnet 2. Let me show you my Spain web servers. My Spain web server 1 is in Spain Central, and it's in region 2, subnet 1. And also my Spain web server 2 is in Spain Central, and the network is in here, region 2, subnet 2. Okay, so I've created four web servers, and let's go. So I've controlled their regional traffic with my load balancers. I have created two load balancers, one for my Canada and one for my Spain. Let's go ahead and see the Canada load balancer. I've created my own load balancer, and it's in central Canada. Let's go ahead and see the configurations. I've created one front end IP. It works as a entry point for the incoming traffic, and I've created backend pool. In my backend pools, I've added my both of my web server 1 and web server 2, so that the traffic can flow between both of my web servers. I've created a health probe, which is TCP, AT, HTTP, and my load balancing rule to see the health probe. Let's go ahead and see the health of both of my machines. And I've set these as a session persistence none, so that we can have a round robin between the servers. So as you can see, my both of my web servers are in good conditions. Let's go ahead and see the load balancer of our Spain. As you can see, this is my Spain load balancer. It's in Spain Central. Let's go ahead and see our front end IP. This is my front end IP. It works as a again entry point for the traffic, and I've in my backend pool, I've connected my both of my Spain 1 and Spain 2 web server with their respective NICs as well. I created a health probe so that we can have a health status of our virtual machines. In my load balancing rule, I've created a load balancer for our both uh, both of to check the health of both of our machines. So as we can see, 100% of instances are healthy, both are up, both are okay, both are good, and I've used my own IP address in all of my uh, machines. There's one more thing. I've used a DNS servers for both of my load balancers because we are using a traffic manager. I'll show it afterwards. So in my Canada load balancer IP address, I've used my own DNS server. As you can see, this is my own DNS server, and if I search this DNS server over here, I will be directed to my Canada region web servers. And I've done this same with my Spain web server as well. You can see this is I've created my DNS server for my Spain as well. Okay, and I have also created a Africa client which is in my region 3. This client will work as a proximity client for the closest region or performance for our web servers. And I've also created one more client which is from states so that we can know that our Canadian that our Canada server is also working perfectly fine. And let's go ahead and see our the traffic manager. Here we go. This is my traffic manager. As you can see, we are in my traffic manager, and I have a DNS name for my traffic manager because we need a DNS because our traffic manager works as a traffic routing. And let's go ahead and see our routing method. We have used performance because that's what we need because of the proximity and the better performance, latency, and let me show you my endpoints. So I've added a two endpoint, one from Canada and one from Spain. And my Canada endpoint basically belongs to my DNS of my Canada load balancer. And my Spain endpoint, this endpoint belongs to a DNS of my Spain load balancer. And yep, so and this is my basically a global DNS to accessing the site, the servers. And let's go ahead and check. So this is my Africa client and this is my client VM. Let's go ahead and check with our Africa client. Okay, let's do a new session. Okay, so in our Africa client, of course, we are the Africa client is closer to the Spain web server. That's why we are close to the Spain. And let's go ahead and try to refresh it so that we can have a round robin. Oh, we got it. The web server 2 of Spain Central. We got our web server 2 of Spain Central. And let's go ahead and try with our client VM as well, which we are using for the Canada web server to check it if our Canada web server is working as well. Yep, we are in the web server 2 and let's go and try to get the web server 1. Sometimes most of the time it doesn't work because the browsers used to contain the cache and the cookies of the web server. Okay, okay, we'll close this. Try again. Web server 2. Okay, we got our Canada web server 1 as well. Yeah, it's because sometimes most of the time they try to catch the cookies, and I can also show it from here. As you can see from my command line, when I try to use my so this is my local machine. I try to use the global DNS, and so at first you can see it goes with the Canada web server 1, and when we try this thing again, it goes for the Canada web server 2. So it works perfectly fine in our CLI, but it's sometimes it doesn't work with our browsers because nowadays browsers have they save a lot of key IDs and SSH. And also, why are we using the network, the traffic managers? And we are using a traffic routing. Why? Because it's automatically routes users to the lowest latency region, enhancing performance It also supports automatic failover if one region becomes unhealthy. Uh, Also, it works entirely through DNS, and it's more cost effective, easy to set up as like compared to the alternative ones, the Azure Front Door or Application Gateway for this use. Also, compared to the priority routing, which forces a fixed field order, or geographic routing, which looks traffic to a specific regions, but the performance routing provides flexibility, efficiency, and fault tolerance, making it the most suitable choice for our balanced, responsive user experience worldwide. Thank you so much, guys. This was my MST project, and everything is created by me, as you can see. Thank you.